In the lush environments, ants built their intricate colonies, creating a network of tunnels and chambers beneath the ground. The ant colonies were a bustling hub of activity, a tiny yet complex world beneath the feet of giant mammals. Their societies were a marvel of cooperation and organization, with workers diligently gathering food and tending to the needs of their queen. In the warm and vibrant landscapes of the prehistoric times, beetles scurried across the forest floors, their hard, shiny shells glistening under the ancient sunlight. They navigated through a world dominated by towering trees and lush vegetation, breaking down decaying matter and playing a crucial role in maintaining the balance of these ancient ecosystems. Buzzing through the air, bees danced from flower to flower, their legs dusted with bright yellow pollen. They were the silent nurturers of the prehistoric landscapes, enabling the blossoming of flowers with their gentle pollination. The bees, with their soft hum and delicate wings, brought life and color to the world, ensuring the continuation of many plant species. Fluttering gracefully, butterflies and moths added a dash of color to the green tapestry of the prehistoric world. Their wings, painted with a myriad of patterns, carried them to the sweet nectar of blooming flowers. In a delicate balance of survival and beauty, they too played their part in the ancient dance of pollination, ensuring the survival of both their offspring and the plants that nourished them. Dragonflies hovered over ancient waters, their iridescent wings catching the light as they darted to and fro. With eyes that saw in every direction, they were skilled hunters, capturing smaller insects in midair. Their presence signaled the health of wetland ecosystems, as they played a vital role in controlling the populations of other insects. Cockroaches, the ancient survivors, crawled through the underbrush and within the crevices of rocks and trees. Often maligned in future times, these insects were essential decomposers, recycling nutrients and supporting the lush environments of the epoch. Termites, the silent architects of the insect world, constructed their mounds using earth and saliva. Inside, a complex society thrived, with workers, soldiers, and a queen working in harmony. They consumed dead plant material, recycling it back into the ecosystem, and their mounds became a habitat for other creatures, creating a miniature ecosystem within. Grasshoppers leapt through the tall grasses of the Pliocene, their songs filling the air with a symphony of chirps and buzzes. In a world that was becoming increasingly dominated by grasslands, they thrived, feeding on the abundant vegetation and, in turn, providing sustenance for the many creatures that hunted them. In the shadows, fleas lurked, waiting for a host to pass by. They were tiny parasites, feeding on the blood of mammals, and they too played a role in the ancient ecosystems, keeping populations in check and providing a food source for creatures that groomed their hosts. Flies, with their characteristic buzz, were ever present, performing the unglamorous yet vital role of decomposers. They laid their eggs in decaying matter, and their larvae helped break it down, recycling nutrients back into the soil and ensuring the continuation of the cycle of life. In the stillness of the ancient nights, mosquitoes flitted through the darkness, seeking out their next meal. They were vectors, carriers of ancient pathogens, and they influenced the populations of the larger creatures that shared their world, shaping ecosystems in subtle yet profound ways. Aphids clung to plants, sipping on sweet sap with their specialized mouthparts. In a world blossoming with life, they were both a pest and a provider, damaging plants with their feeding yet also nourishing the predators that kept their populations in check. In this way, they too contributed to the balance of the ancient ecosystems of the ancient times.